Okay, getting right into DIY number 1 here. Okay, guys, I have some of this foam clay, and I am going to be attempting to roll it out. And I wanted to just leave this on here just to show you, sometimes it's not that easy when you're doing a video, but we work it all out. Okay. I had just a little bit of trouble here getting it to roll perfectly. And you'll see. I mean, I think the end result turned out really, really nice, but getting to that point, okay. So I unwrapped it there, and I have one of these little, I call it like a cookie cutter thing. It's from Pampered Chef. I picked it up at a garage sale. And so I figured right here that I would just roll it out by hand. It would be much easier. So what I am attempting to do here is I'm going to make a little mini cake. And I'm just pressing it down like so. Now getting it out of here, that was a whole different situation. I think if I would have, dipped the little cookie cutter thing or whatever it is down into some cornstarch or something, it would have came off easier. So here we go. I'm just starting from scratch, which I should have done from the beginning. And I'm just forming a little mini cake. I've seen, several people do this on Pinterest and YouTube, and I wanted to try it. Okay, I got it in the form of a cake. Now what I have here is I have some spackle. I put it in a little glass dish, and I'm adding the color of agave, just to kind of make a paste. I didn't want it to go on smooth, and you'll see why here in a second. Just took a couple of spoonfuls here and just spooned it out on top of this little cake. And then I just took the little spoon and spread it out the best that I could, just covering the top portion. Okay, now that I got that done, I have a piping bag full of spackle, and I did add a little bit of white paint to the spackle because it kind of had a gray color. And once again, guys, I am sorry for the yellow circles that are showing up on my videos. I have changed my ring light out, and I'm not sure what is causing that, but I will continue to work on that issue. I'm just going around here now with this spackle. I had this little cutting board from the Dollar Tree that I had wrapped in put this paper on it for a previous project that I didn't use, and I thought it would be oh so cute to set this little cake on. So here I am, I'm just going around the bottom, just piping some around the edge here. The spackle did not want to cooperate with me. It got stuck a couple times. Now what I'm going to do here is I picked up this cute little embellishment from Hobby Lobby, and I just put some spackle up the side and added that little candy cane. And I'm going to repeat the process 3 more times with these gorgeous little candy canes. And I really liked the embellishments that Hobby Lobby had. I think they were either 40 or 50% off, but they had a whole section of these little embellishments. Now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to add a generous amount of this spackle to the top. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to add 2 peppermints. Also came from Hobby Lobby. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding some glitter. I didn't have any sprinkles, and I thought it needed something just a little bit more. And I also go in and I add that little gingerbread girl that is laying right next to the cake. You will see it in the final reveal. Here I am still adding the glitter. And I'll pick it up here, and I'm just blowing off the extra glitter off of it. And here it is. Actually, no, I added a little boy and girl that I picked up from the Hobby Lobby to sit along the sides. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Today I'm participating in this wonderful Christmas Sweets Challenge with my friend Leah from Junkerneckerddiy. I have left her channel link as well. Well, we don't have a playlist, but I've left her channel link in the description box below. Here I picked up this little glass mug from the Dollar Tree. Now I'm going in with the color of hazelnut, this was the very last hazelnut in the jar in my bottle, and it was very, very thick, which I think that kind of worked for my advantage with this project. Now that I got that covered, I have one of these little styrofoam rounds, which, as you can see, it fit perfectly in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going in with my spackle, and I'm just going around and I am filling this completely up. Now I had to go around the edges again because you could see where I painted up too far and it went past where the little foam round was at, but that wasn't a problem. I notice it here in a second, and you can see me going in and here. I just go in and fill it up. And I mean, my husband was like, oh, that looks almost good enough to drink. I'm just going in and filling any open spots that I may see. I just can't get enough adding the spackle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little peppermint to the top. And I had these little pill-in sticks that I picked up from Walmart. It's a little gingerbread man. I just pulled the back off and just stuck it on the front, just to give this little cup a little more interest. And here I am with these two peppermints. They're so cute. I'm going to add one to each side of the little gingerbread man to complete this project. And guys, this was super fun. Like if you're decorating a coffee bar, or you're using like the sweet treats theme for your Christmas decor. And that's all this was for this project. Okay guys, here we go on the big project here. Okay, I was having problems rolling this dough out. And this here is before I actually found my rolling pin. I couldn't find it. So I had this idea that I was going to use the dowel rod and that it was just going to roll out just perfectly. Well, then I added another piece of wax paper and made it roll just a little bit easier. But man, oh man, it was time consuming. I mean, it did roll. I mean, I'll give it credit, it rolled. But it was like, now, okay, I went in and I cut out all these little round circles because I'm going to make some macaroons. I'm going to attempt to make some macaroons. I go around all of the edges with a fork just to give them that kind of look that they actually do have, the real ones. These bigger ones I cut out because I'm going to make some whoopie pies. And I go around the edges of all of these as well, making it look more like a cookie. Now these, I'm painting them in different colors. I'm going in with the color of lacquer. I do know that macaroons are usually lighter colored, but this is for Christmas, so, whatever. It's going to work. And these are the colors that I use for my Christmas decor. I'm going in with the color of chestnut for these little moon pies? No, they're whoopie pies. But they almost look like moon pies. I guess you could call them that if you want to. And I do all 4 of those in that same color. Here I am with a spackle. I decided it would be easier just to spoon it in. You can see it didn't want to stay. But I just spooned it in, and then I just put the top on it. You'll see here in a second. And I just smashed it down. Then I just took my finger and just scraped off the excess. So that made it much easier. Oh, I absolutely love working with the spackle. I'm not kidding. I love it. I love making these faux desserts and sweets. Now here's some that I painted in agave. It's a little macaroon. That one went on really, really well. I'm learning new techniques, you know, as it goes on. And I'm just going in here. You will see after I push it down together, I go in with my finger and just scrape off the excess. Like so. And here we go with the lacquer colored one. I'm just doing the same thing on this one. I'm going to go ahead and push down the top and squeeze out the excess. And I do put it back into the container to use for other projects. I try to salvage as much stuff as I can. And I did one more in the color of lacquer. Following the same, just getting off the excess there. And I will be going in here. And I have one more in agave. Thank you for being patient with me on this. These are so fun to make. You can make any color you want. Oh, super fun. I do go in and touch up the color, the paint. Here I am just adding a little bit of the spackle to the top of this little whoopie pie and added 2 little gumdrops to that one. And on this one, I will be adding some more gumdrops as well. Okay, now I'm going to put some glitter. I have red and the white glitter. I'm just going around the edge of these little macaroons with the glitter. I felt like it needed something. I didn't have any sprinkles, so glitter is the next best thing to sprinkles. And I'm just going and rolling them all in here. Now I have these 2 little cupcake holders. I did not have any of the larger size styrofoam balls to put in it, so I have to use a whole lot of spackle to fill these little cupcake holders up. But all in all, I think they turn out really cute in the end. But like I said, it just took a whole lot of spackle. And I tried to make it as pretty as I could. I'm just going back around here. Sorry that my arm is in the way here. You'll get to see here in just a second. Like I wanted it to be completely filled up. And I did the same thing on the second one as well. Yeah, look at me, I need to lay off of the step away from the spackle. Okay, guys, that one's about finished. I promise. I don't know why I felt it needed that much, but I did. I have these little picks that I got from Hobby Lobby. And it's a Santa hat. with the peppermint along with some glitter. The second one, I'm just adding a couple of gumdrops. And I added, on the second one, I changed it over. I added 2 candy canes and that little gingerbread girl. On to the next DIY. I picked up these 2 little houses from the Target dollar spot. I'm going in the color of Chestnut, and I'll be painting both houses complete coverage with this color. Okay, now I'm going to be going in with my white puff paint, and I will be creating little doors and windows. I'm sorry that my big old hand's in the way. And there's the little door. And I'll be going in and creating a little window above it. These little houses are so fun to work with. They're just a little bit bigger than the bird houses at the Dollar Tree. So I figured, $3, $1.50 each. It was, worth the money to get these. And I decided, I don't know why I decided to put a round window right there, but I covered it up. I didn't like it that much. So I will be going in here, and I will be going around the edges as well here. Just putting some down. Make it look like a little bit of frosting or snow, whichever you would prefer. Okay, that one is finished. Now I'm going to work on the second one. Now on this one I lost a little bit of my footage where I was actually doing some more piping on the roof line of this. And you'll get to see it in the final reveal. Like I said, I'm so sorry that I lost some footage. That does happen from time to time in making these videos. I decided I would go in here. Here I am, just adding it to the top. And I also added it to the little chimney to make it look like snow. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm reaching over to grab my embellishments. That's where I'm at. I'm going to be adding this little gingerbread boy and girl to the front of that one house that I add the window to the side that I wanted to cover up. So I covered it with that, and I'm adding another little gingerbread to the opposite side of the other side of the door. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to add 1 peppermint to the top, and that little house is finished. And you can see what I did with the second one here. Add some peppermints to the top and some Christmas trees in the front. On to the next DIY. I picked up these 2 little nutcrackers. They weren't even painted or anything. They were just wood. Picked them up at the Target dollar spot for $3 for 2. I'm going in with the color of Hazelnut. Digging in the bottom of my container to get the last bit out for this project. I paint both of these in the color Hazelnut. Then I go back and I add a little bit of color, different colors. I used the color of Laquar for that one. And I'm going to use the color Agave for the hat and the jacket and pants on this one. Just trying my best to switch it up just a little bit. If you all have made it with me this far, I want to thank you. And if you've not yet become a member of my YouTube family, I ask that you can consider subscribing. I ask if you like my content that you give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel to grow, helps YouTube to push me out there that much more. And in the drop-down menu of the notification bell, if you will hit all, it's going to keep you informed each and every time that I upload a video. Okay, here is the little nutcrackers that are finished. I didn't want to go overboard with the embellishments on these. These will be ornaments for my tree. Picked up these little Christmas trees from Target Dollar Spot. The large one was $2. The small ones were $1 each. Going in with the color of chestnut. Painting them all three. And here I am. I'm just going to go in and start embellishing. I'm going to be using some puff paint just to go around it. I'm going to go around the edges. And I enjoy working with the puff paint. You know, in the beginning, I was kind of intimidated by it, but it's getting a little bit easier each time I do it. Just making some little squiggly lines here and there. Trying to keep it looking like a gingerbread. And the next one, I'm going to trim it up in the color of red puff paint, which I picked up at Hobby Lobby. Also, I'd like to say, if you finish watching my video, if you would please go over and check out Leah's video. Leah is very, very talented. She has a very awesome channel. She's an awesome person. I believe that you will enjoy her content. The next one I did in green. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just taking the puff paint in green and I'm just going around and making it look like it's got little Christmas balls. And then on the green one, I go in with the red. I just make it, you know, opposite of each other. No, I actually use green and white together, and then I use the red with the white. I think they turned out cute, and I hope that you enjoy them too. And this is my last project before the final reveal. And again, thank you for taking time to watch my video. And I just pray that you all have a blessed and wonderful day.